Good morning, everyone. Now, in Australia, there is a big need for students to learn about thinking out of the box, make actionable decisions to create a real change and a better change. Now, someone needs to fill in the gaps that school don't do. So this is where the Holara education comes in. Now, today we have Thushika Kularathna, the founder of Holara Education, to discuss about the services that they render to the Australian community. Now, first of all, we would like to welcome Thushika to Sri Lanka Morning Show program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thushika, could you tell me a bit about what your program is about?
Yeah, so Holara Education provides a 12-month program for school-age kids, so from years 4 to year 10.
Year 4 to year 10?
Yeah.
All right.
So it provides pretty much just basic life skills and builds up real life skills for students to go beyond just school.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, as parents and as teachers, we want students to feel comfortable, to feel confident, to be independent and genuinely be able to handle challenging tasks by themselves. So it kind of builds that confidence.
Now, can I ask you what made you to start up a service like that?
Yeah, so I guess I've been working as a nurse for about 11 years now,
right,
and also a primary school teacher for 4 years. And I've kind of noticed the same pattern in both industries. So as adults, we kind of follow along what our seniors have taught us, and we follow along what teachers taught us, but we don't really have that ability to think for ourselves anymore. And I find that we're losing and we're lacking the confidence to take a step outside the box.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really funny because I was talking to a nurse colleague of mine, and she mentioned that change doesn't really happen very often, and it doesn't happen.
Indeed.
Yeah, it doesn't happen as much as we would like.
Right.
And even when it's provided by evidence, if there's supporting evidence, there's still not change happening until like maybe 10 years past the study dates.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was kind of thinking like, why does that happen? And it really comes down to how we were taught in school. We were taught kind of just to take in the knowledge that other people gave us. And by doing that, we're not thinking for ourselves anymore. And
so they're not empowered.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And so I really want to be able to provide the knowledge and the skills and the value to students so that they're able to be courageous, to take a step outside.
As well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, thinking of the school base, this particular age group, now most of the students are very anxious and they have a bit of stage fright to come forward.
Yeah.
So what kind of activities and programs that your program offers to to get them eliminate from those kind of?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. You touched on a really important issue because there is such an increase in anxiety and a lack of focus within school kids these days. And what we teach subjects like mindset, self-development, financial understanding, how society works, and also a self-directed project.
Are the kids adaptable to learn about this?
Yeah. So between each age group, because we start at year 4, so it's not starting at the very young years. Of course. So it's when they're kind of a bit older and able to kind of absorb and to understand it. And I've actually trialed it out with a lot of kids in this age group, and we don't give kids enough credit for what they're able to actually do or understand. And once they hear it, they go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like they're able to get it more than we think that they might. Yeah, so it's quite wonderful. And
do you provide this service online or in person?
So it's in person. I'm actually doing it at one of the schools that I teach at. That's Mount View Primary School in Glen Waverley.
Right.
So it goes for a year, but we kind of teach the subjects term by term. So mindset and self-development will be taught in term 1.
Right.
Term 2, we teach how society works and also self-development. And we kind of combined both subjects so that they flow on. So it's not just one subject at a time, it's understanding a bigger picture of, you know, the education as a whole.
Of
and
course.
so it kind of brings a bigger perspective, I guess, to students.
Now, if someone wants to, maybe our parents, our viewers, may be curious and they may want to, you know, to join their kids for this program. So if they are really into that, so how can they contact you?
Yeah, so we actually run it at Mount View Primary School in Glen Waverley on weekends, so Saturday and Sundays. There's afternoon classes and morning classes.
Right.
They run for around 1.5 hours per session. And yeah, so it's going to be a weekly program. The first term will go for 5 weeks and the rest of the terms will go for 8 weeks.
Right. And if our viewers want to know more details about how they can get connected with you, could you please tell them how they can reach you?
Yeah, so you can reach me on my website, www.holaraeducation.com.au. And I also have a number that you can contact me if you have any questions. So that's 0468 062 718. Yeah, so either is fine. I also have an email where you can find all these details on my website anyway, but it is info@holaraeducation.com.au.
Thank you, Thushika. I think our viewers got a better understanding of how you can get the service from Holara Education. Now, thank you so much once again joining us to share this information, and we wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.